Top 10 Netflix Action Movies. Hey guys, welcome to your entertainment channel Netflix Tops, where we will tell you all about the top-rated movies and series on Netflix. So grab your popcorn and stay with us until the end of this video, because in today's video, we are going to list down the top 10 Netflix action movies. So let's get started. Number 10. An exciting French film worth its weight in gold. Burnout is a 2017 French-Belgian action thriller film directed by Ryan Gosling and written by Ryan Gosling. If you are a fan of motorcycles and love the feeling of chase, then this movie is definitely for you. The movie tells the story of a head-burned and addicted to thrills guy named Tony, who lives for one thing, and that is to become a professional motorcycle superbike driver. Everything is good until the day he discovers that his son's mother is linked to the gypsy underworld, and the only way out of this gear is to put his talents at the service of mobsters. Between a life of a circuit driver during the day and a go-faster at night, Tony is plunged into an infernal spiral that leads him to the brink of rupture. So if you're in the mood for a high-octane thrill ride, you can't really go wrong with Burnout. Number 9. Directed and written by Oliver Marshall, Rogue City is a 2020 French action film and is one of the huge hits in action movies. Violent, law-defying cops would be a tough sell at any time, but Rogue City is obvious to the changing context surrounding their stories. Everything begins with carnage worthy of the killing of the Bar du Téléphone caused by the men of the Orsari clan. Richard Vronsky, a cop of the anti-gang brigade with unorthodox methods, finds himself in charge of the investigation. A new director, Divisional Commissioner Angel Leonetti, also arrives to tidy up Marisol and master the crazy dogs on his team. But all of them quickly realize that you get nothing without sacrifices or risk-taking. So Vronsky and his men take matters into their own hands and skid on a fast go of the most dangerous mission. Number 8. If you find yourself in need of some fantasy action and romance, Stardust delivers on all of that and more. Based on Neil Gaiman's 1999 novel of the same name, Stardust is directed by Matthew Vaughn and co-written by Vaughn and Jane Goldman. The plot follows Tristan Thorne, a young man living in a small countryside bordering a magical land. After professing his love for the village beauty, he sets out on a quest into the magical kingdom to retrieve a fallen star for her. But he finds out that the fallen star isn't just some lump of rock, it's a maiden. Yvonne makes things very complicated for him. However, Tristan is not the only one looking for her, as 3 witches, led by Lamia, want her heart to make them young. And the sons of the dead king of Stromhold want her because she holds a ruby that will give one of them the title to the throne. Assisting Tristan are his mother, the victim of a spell, and a cross-dressing pirate of the skies. So will Tristan win his true love? Watch this movie to find out. Number 7. A 2010 American action thriller film, Takers, is directed by John Lusenhope, and the film follows a group of professional bank robbers who specialize in spectacular robberies. They are pulled into one last job by a recent paroled cohort, only to be pinned against a hard-boiled detective and his partner, who interrupt their heist. In the movie, a seasoned team of bank robbers, including Gordon Jennings, John Rayway, AJ, and brothers Jake and Jesse Attica, successfully complete their latest heist and lead a life of luxury while planning their next job. Then suddenly, Ghost, a former member of their team, is released from prison, and he convinces the group to strike an armored car carrying $20 million. As the Takers carefully plot their strategy and draw nearer to exacting the grand heist, a reckless police officer inches closer to approaching the criminals. Number 6. Based on the video game franchise of the same name and a reboot of the Mortal Kombat film series, Mortal Kombat is a 2021 martial arts fantasy film. The film follows Cole Young, a washed-up mixed martial arts fighter who goes on a dangerous journey to find out about his hidden lineage and save everyone from an assassin, Sub-Zero, hunting him down. In the movie, an MMA fighter, Cole Young, after having an encounter with Sub-Zero, fears for his family's safety and goes in search of Sonya Blade, at the direction of Jax, a Special Forces major who bears the same strange dragon marking Cole was born with. Soon, he finds himself at the temple of Lord Raiden, an elder god and the protector of Earthrealm, who grants sanctuary to those who bear the mark. Here, Cole trains with experienced warriors Liu Kang, Kung Lao, and rogue mercenary Kano, as he prepares to stand with Earth's greatest champions against the enemies of Outworld in a high-stakes battle for the universe. Number 5. An action thriller film written and directed by Timo Janhanto, The Night Comes for Us is a 2018 Indonesian film. The film is based on a top organized crime enforcer who decides to turn his back on his former life as a killer to rescue a young girl. It is an epic crime saga, a mean-spirited banger, and a story of betrayal and redemption. The movie tells the story of Ito, a gangland enforcer, who is caught amidst a treacherous and violent insurrection within his triad crime family upon his return home from a stint abroad. After sparing a girl's life during a massacre, Ito is targeted by an onslaught of murderous gangsters. And if fight scenes are what you're looking for in a good action movie, there's no shortage in this one, which stages wall-to-wall combat in a breathless, relentlessly entertaining showcase. Number 4. A 2006 spy movie which introduced Daniel Craig as the iconic James Bond and is arguably the best movie featuring him in the role. Casino Royale is just an absolutely delicious watch. The movie reboots the franchise with James Bond being reintroduced as new 00 agent, who is still earning his license to kill. On one of his very first missions, Bond is tasked with beating the terrorist banker Le Chiffre in a high-stakes poker game. Along the way, he falls in love with the beautiful Vesper Lynd, which leads to unexpected consequences. Casino Royale sets up the larger story that runs through all of Craig's Bond movies, ending in his final film, No Time to Die. Combining action and intrigue with just enough grittiness, the movie is a perfect distillation of the Daniel Craig era. Number 3. A 2021 American action comedy film, Red Notice, is written, directed, and produced by Rawson Marshall Thornburg. The plot of the movie follows Dwayne Johnson, starring as a FBI agent who reluctantly teams up with a renowned art thief, Ryan Reynolds, in order to catch an even more notorious criminal, Gal Gadot. The film marks the third collaboration between Thurber and Johnson, following Central Intelligence in 2016 and Skyscraper. When an Interpol issued Red Notice, the highest level warrant to hunt and capture the world's most wanted, goes out. The FBI's top profiler, John Hartley, is on the case. His global pursuit finds him smack dab in the middle of a daring heist, where he's forced to partner up with the world's greatest art thief, Nolan Booth, in order to catch the world's most wanted art thief, the Bishop. The high-flying adventure that ensues takes the trio around the world, across the dance floor, trapped in a secluded prison, into the jungle, and worse for all of them, constantly into each other's company. Number 2. The fourth film in the Transporters franchise is titled The Transporter Refuel, is a 2015 action thriller film directed by Camille Delamare. From the producer of Lucy and the Taken trilogy, The Transporter Refuel is a refreshed personification of the iconic role of Frank Martin that launches the high-octane franchise into the present day and introduces it to the next generation of thrill-seekers. Frank Martin is a former special ops mercenary who is now living a less perilous life, transporting classified packages for questionable people. When Frank's father pays him a visit in the south of France, their father-son bonding weekend takes a turn for the worse when Frank is engaged by a cunning femme fatale, Anna, and her 3 seductive sidekicks to orchestrate the bank heist of the century. So Frank must use his covert expertise and knowledge of fast cars, fast driving, and fast women outrun a sinister Russian kingpin, and worse than that, he is thrust into a dangerous game of chess with a team of gorgeous women out for revenge. Number 1. A 2013 American action thriller film, Olympus Has Fallen, is directed by Antoine Fuqua, starring Gerard Butler as United States Secret Service agent Mike Banning. The series includes the films Olympus Has Fallen, London Has Fallen, and Angel Has Fallen. When the White House is captured by a terrorist mastermind and the president is kidnapped, former presidential Secret Service agent Mike Banning finds himself trapped within the building. As our national security team scrambles to respond, they are forced to rely on Banning's inside knowledge to help retake the White House, save the president, and avert an even bigger disaster. So, with a good story, direction, and top-notch cast, the film holds the attention of the viewers till the very end, and it is a perfect treat to tame your cravings for an outclass action movie. And this brings us to the end of the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for amazing movie reviews coming your way. And thanks for watching.